In today's video, we talk about taking ownership. This is not just about doing your job, it's about really stepping up and owning your role. Let's start by describing what taking ownership in the workplace means. To take ownership means to be proactive in your job role and understanding the purpose of your daily duties as a contribution to the larger vision. You can describe it also as the ability to hold yourself accountable for your work, regardless of the outcome. Think of it this way. When you take ownership, you're not just ticking boxes on a to-do list. You're actually thinking about how your work fits into the bigger picture of what your organization is trying to achieve. It's about being proactive. Instead of waiting for someone to tell you what to do, you're out there spotting problems before they even happen and coming up with solutions. And you know what? When you start thinking this way, it really changes how you approach your job. You're not just showing up and doing the minimum. You're there to make a real difference. You're solving problems, taking the lead on projects, coming up with new ideas. It means seeing yourself as a driver of results rather than just a person following instructions. Those who take ownership view their role not as just a job description, but as a chance to make a meaningful impact through their efforts. When we talk about taking ownership, it's really about a few key things. First off, it's about being a proactive problem solver. You're not just sitting around waiting for problems to pop up. Instead, you're out there spotting potential issues before they blow up and figuring out how to tackle them on your own. Then there's initiative. It's like, are you the person who's always raising your hand to lead a project? Are you coming up with fresh ideas or thinking of ways to make things run smoother? That's what we're talking about here. Accountability is huge too. It's owning up to your actions, good or bad. If you mess up, you don't point fingers, you admit it, learn from it, and move on. And let's not forget commitment. It's about showing you're all in. You're dedicated to your work and what your company's trying to achieve. Even when things get tough, you're not throwing in the towel. You're pushing through. Now let's chat about why it's important to take ownership at work. First off, it's all about being accountable. When you own your work, you're the one making sure things get done right and on time. No need for your boss to be breathing down your neck, right? It's like you're the captain of your own ship, and that builds trust with your team and higher-ups. This reduces the need for constant oversight and micromanagement from supervisors. Let's talk productivity. When you're in the driver's seat, you start noticing ways to make things run smoother. You're not just waiting for someone to tell you what to do. You're out there making things happen. It's like you've got this inner drive to work smarter, not harder. When you are proactive, you take ownership, identify inefficiencies, and implement solutions proactively, rather than waiting for direction. Taking ownership is an innovation and creativity drive. When you feel like your work really matters, you start coming up with all these cool ideas. Maybe you figure out a better way to do something, or come up with a game-changing product. When you feel a genuine sense of responsibility for your work, you are more motivated to find better ways of doing things. An ownership mindset empowers people to challenge the status quo and channel their inner entrepreneur. Here's another cool thing. It makes work way more enjoyable. When you're invested in what you're doing, you feel more connected to your job and the company. It's not just about collecting a paycheck anymore. You start to feel proud of what you're accomplishing, and that's a pretty great feeling. Last but not least, it facilitates professional growth. Taking ownership is like hitting the fast-forward button on your professional growth. You're constantly learning, improving your skills, and maybe even setting yourself up for that promotion or raise. It's all about having that "I've got this" attitude and always looking for ways to level up. Now let's talk about owning your job like a boss. How do you take ownership at work? First off, remember why you took this job in the first place. What got you excited about it? Keeping that spark alive can really help you stay motivated and engaged. Understanding your personal reasons helps you stay engaged and motivated. Next, be proactive instead of reactive. Don't just react to stuff. Get out ahead of it. Take initiative in identifying potential problems and opportunities before they arise. Thirdly, express your ideas. Got ideas? Share them, but make sure you're also backing up your coworkers' suggestions. It's all about teamwork, right? This collaborative approach fosters a team-oriented environment where everyone's contributions are valued, showcasing your commitment to collective success. Fourth, communicate with your employer about your career goals and aspirations. Have a chat about where you want to go in your career. It shows you're thinking long-term and want to grow with the company. Fifth, don't be afraid to ask for feedback. Ask for constructive feedback. It might sting a little, but it'll help you improve and show you're serious about upping your game. Feedback helps you understand your strengths and areas for improvement. Sixth, practice active listening. When someone's talking, really listen. It's not just polite. It helps you understand where they're coming from and respond in a thoughtful way. Another strategy is to offer solutions to problems. When you identify issues, propose practical solutions instead of just highlighting the problem. This problem-solving attitude shows you're not just complaining, but actually trying to make things better. Next up, volunteer for new assignments or team roles. Step up when new opportunities arise, whether it's a challenging project or a leadership role within a team. Volunteering shows that you are eager to take on new responsibilities and contribute to the organization's success. In addition, never stop learning. Take advantage of training, workshops, and courses to develop new skills. It keeps you sharp and shows you're committed to growing. Set some goals for yourself professionally. It gives you something to work towards and shows you're serious about advancing your career. Finally, try to think ahead. What's coming down the pike in your field? Anticipate trends, changes, and potential challenges in your field. Staying ahead of the curve helps both you and your company succeed in the long run. Taking ownership at work is a powerful way to advance your career, build trust, and achieve personal satisfaction. By being proactive, accountable, and committed, you can make a significant impact on your professional journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more career tips. And let us know in the comments how you plan to take ownership in your workplace.